Very good morning. Welcome to the Breakfast News on Rajya Sabha TV. I'm Aishwarya with you. Let us start the news bulletin with the headlines. On a two-day visit to Karnataka, Prime Minister Modi to present Krishi Karman Awards to farmers. Witness release of third installment of PM Kisan Samman Nidhi scheme. Dedicate 5 DRDO young scientist laboratories to the nation. GST collections grow 9% in December to 1.03 lakh crore rupees. Increased compliance and checks on evasion keep revenue above 1 lakh crore for second month in a row. One Nation, One Ration Card facility starts in 12 states. Scheme to be extended to rest of the nation by June. Rajya Sabha TV crosses 4 million subscribers on YouTube. Adds 1 million subscribers in less than 6 months. Vice President Naidu compliments all professionals, says achievement speaks for channel's fast-growing appeal as an informative and educative platform. And on the birth anniversary of Guru Gobind Singh, special prayers being held in Gurudwaras across the country. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu pays a tribute to the 10th Sikh Guru, says his message and ideals equally relevant today. The top story this morning, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be participating in various programs during his two-day visit to Karnataka beginning today. The Prime Minister will visit the Siddhaganga Mutt in Tumakuru today. According to PMO, at another public meeting in Tumakuru, Prime Minister Modi will distribute the Krishi Karman Awards and the commemoration awards to various states. And he will also give away the Agriculture Minister's Krishi Karman Awards for progressive farmers. The event will also witness the release of the third installment of the Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi, which will benefit approximately 6 crore beneficiaries. Prime Minister Modi will also hand over certificates to the beneficiaries under the Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi to various states and union territories. In a boost to indigenous research capabilities in the defense sector, Prime Minister Modi will dedicate 5 DRDO young scientist laboratories to the nation in Bengaluru. He will address the scientists following a visit to exhibits on innovative products that are developed by DRDO. And on Friday, the Prime Minister will inaugurate the 107th National Science Congress in the University of Agricultural Sciences in Bengaluru. He will present various awards constituted by the Indian Science Congress Association. And the theme of the Science Conference in this edition is Science and Technology, Rural Development. And Prime Minister Narendra Modi's interaction with students and teachers on beating examination stress has been rescheduled for 20th of January. Earlier, the Pariksha Par Charcha program was to be held on 16th of January, but it has now been postponed because of Pongal, Makar Sankranti, as well as Lori, Onam and other festivals across the country. With the Pariksha Pe Charcha 2020, Prime Minister Narendra Modi plans to hold interactions with a cross-section of students and teachers from India and abroad with the main purpose of beating examination stress. And the Indian economy began the new year on a positive note with the gross GST revenue collections for the month of December 2019 coming in at 1,03,184 crore rupees. Now, this is the second month in a row when the collections were above 1 lakh crore rupees. Now, data shows a 9% year-on-year jump in the GST collections. Reports say that improvement had come in largely because of the steps taken to increase compliance and also check evasion. Now, the government has undertaken several measures in the past few months to improve collections. And data also shows growth of 16% over the revenue during the month of December 2018, which stood at 94,726 crore rupees. On to the other top story that we're tracking this morning, the One Nation, One Ration Card scheme has been implemented in 12 states from 1st of January. The central government scheme allows the beneficiaries to buy subsidized food grains from ration shops in any part of the country. The initiative is gradually going to be implemented in the rest of the country by June this year. In its initial stage, the scheme has been implemented in Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Gujarat, Maharashtra, Haryana, Rajasthan, Karnataka, Kerala, Goa, Madhya Pradesh, Tripura and Jharkhand. Beneficiaries of the Public Distribution System or the PDS in these 12 states can now get their share of ration on their current ration card in any of these states. On to some other news now. The government has slashed the import duty on refined palmolene from 50% to 45% and also crude palm oil from 40% to 37.5% with immediate effect. A notification in this regard has been issued by the Finance Ministry. The duty cut has been made under the ASEAN Agreement and the India-Malaysia Comprehensive Economic Cooperation Agreement. And the Telecom Regulatory Authority of India, or TRAI, has made amendments to the new regulatory framework for cable and broadcasting services with a view to protect the consumer interests. Now, under it, the cable TV users will be able to access more channels at lower subscription price. Significantly, the authority has capped 160 rupees, the amount consumers will have to pay monthly for all free-to-all air channels. Now, TRAI said that it has decided that in the case of multi-TV homes where more than one television connection is working in the name of one person, it will charge a maximum of 40% of the dedicated network capacity fee for the second and additional TV connections. After examining various provisions, TRAI has also reduced the maximum network capacity fee charge to 130 rupees for 200 channels. In addition, it has been decided that channels that are declared mandatory by the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting will not be counted in the number of channels in the network capacity fee. And the authority said that only those channels which have a MRP of 12 rupees or less will be permitted to be part of the bouquet that are offered by the broadcasters. The Election Commission has launched a political parties registration tracking management system to enable the applicants to track the status of the applications. The Commission has amended the guidelines for the registration last month. Now, according to the new norms, which have come into force from Wednesday, applicants applying for the party registration from the 1st of this month will be able to track the progress of applications and also get the status through SMSs as well as emails. An association seeking registration has to submit an application to the Election Commission within a period of 30 days from the date of its formation. The National Examination Agency has extended the last date for the submission of application form for NEET 2020 till 6th of January. The National Testing Agency has extended the date to enable the aspiring candidates who have not been able to apply in the online application form due to heavy rush in the website. However, the date of correction of details in the online application form will be from 15th to 31st of January. The candidates in the Kashmir Valley, Leh as well as Kargil can submit their application form online at the nodal centers fixed by the NTA up to the extended date, that is 6th of January. The NEET UG entrance examination will be conducted on 3rd of May this year and the results are likely to be released by 4th of June. Union Minister Prakash Javadekar on Wednesday accused the Congress party and the Aadmi party for allegedly spreading misinformation on the Citizenship Amendment Act. Addressing a press conference in the national capital, Javadekar said that both parties should apologize to the people of the city for the violence during protests against the Citizenship Amendment Act.
ये नागरिकता कानून देश में आने वाले शरणार्थियों को नागरिकता देने वाला कानून है। देश भर में एक भ्रम फैलाया गया कि जैसे मुसलमानों की कोई नागरिकता छीन रहा है, लेकिन आज देश भर में शांति है क्योंकि लोगों को सच समझने लगा।
And in the upcoming assembly elections in Delhi, the union minister also expressed confidence that the BJP will emerge victorious. He further said that BJP will contest the election on the issue of development and by highlighting the achievements of Prime Minister Modi-led government at the centre.
ये लड़ाई सच और झूठ की है। ये लड़ाई विकास और विनाश की है। ये लड़ाई ये अराजक विरोध राष्ट्रवाद की है और हम पॉजिटिव कैंपेन करेंगे, विजय के विश्वास से लड़ेंगे।
And the central government on Wednesday criticized the states that are refusing to implement the Citizenship Amendment Act. Law Minister Ravi Shankar Prasad said that the move taken by the states is against the Constitution. He said that the Constitution has given power to the Parliament to pass the laws on subjects regarding the citizenship. He also added that the states are obliged to comply with the laws that are made by Parliament.
नागरिक संशोधन अधिनियम पार्लियामेंट के द्वारा पारित है और संविधान की धारा 246 में इस बात का प्रावधान है कि संसद यूनियन लिस्ट 7 शेड्यूल लिस्ट 1 के अंतर्गत उन विषयों पर कानून बना सकती है और उसके एंट्री 17 में साफ लिखा हुआ है लिस्ट 1 के 7th शेड्यूल कि नागरिकता संबंधी सारे मामलों पर संसद कानून बना सकती है।
Meanwhile, the group Popular Front of India or the PFI is under the scanner over its role during the protests, with questions being raised over its connections with the banned outfit Simi. The Uttar Pradesh police has sought a ban on the organization PFI in a letter that it had sent to the Home Ministry, and the Law Minister said that the Union Home Ministry will decide on what action is to be taken based on facts.
बिल्कुल सही है, पीएफआई की बहुत भूमिका आ रही है सामने में, तो होम मिनिस्ट्री इस बारे में सबूत देकर तय करेगा। उनके खिलाफ बहुत मर्डर और किडनैपिंग के आरोप हैं, वो उनका और सिमी का अंतरंग संबंध है, लेकिन इस बारे में कुछ भी निर्णय होम विभाग के द्वारा किया जाएगा।
And the country's first Chief of Defence Staff or the CDS, General Bipin Rawat has emphasized on better coordination between the Army, the Navy and the Air Force. After taking charge on Wednesday, General Rawat said that the three forces will work together as a team and the CDS will monitor it.
General Bipin Rawat assumed charge as India's first Chief of Defence Staff on Wednesday. He received a guard of honour by the three services at the Defence Ministry premises in New Delhi. He also paid tribute at the National War Memorial to the martyrs who laid down their lives to protect the country. After taking charge, CDS General Bipin Rawat said that all three services will work together as a team.
ऐसे नहीं होगा कि अपने निर्देश के हिसाब से सीडीएस किसी फोर्स को चलाना चाहेगा। उसको जैसे बताया गया है, इंटीग्रेशन की ज़रूरत है। उससे हमें क्या क्या हासिल हो सकता है, सबसे पहले तो हमें तीनों सर्विसेज जो हैं उसका 1+1+1 का जो जोड़ आता है उसको 3 नहीं बनाना है, उसको 5 या 7 बनाना है। तो यू हैव टू अचीव मोर थ्रू सिनर्जी एंड इंटीग्रेशन।
The Chief of Defence Staff is the single-point military advisor to the government as suggested by the Kargil Review Committee in 1999. CDS General Rawat has said that he will focus on optimal use of resources allocated to the three services, also asserting that the position of CDS has nothing to do with politics.
हम दूर रहते हैं, हम बहुत दूर रहते हैं पॉलिटिक्स से। ऐसा है, हम लोग जो हैं, जो गवर्नमेंट इन पावर होती है, उनके आदेशानुसार कार्रवाई करते हैं।
The CDS also met with Defence Minister Rajnath Singh after assuming charge. Prime Minister Narendra Modi congratulated the new CDS, calling him a great officer. He also paid homage to all those who have served and laid down their lives for the nation. The Prime Minister also recalled the valiant personnel who fought in the Kargil War, which led to the discussions on reforms in the military, leading to today's historic development. Congratulating the new CDS, Home Minister Amit Shah said the move will further strengthen India's resolve to be among the best defence forces in the world. He expressed confidence that under his leadership, all three defence forces will collectively work as a team and leave no stone unturned in securing the nation. Air Force Chief Rakesh Kumar Bhadauria also congratulated General Bipin Rawat.
Big step and a very, very bold step. The onus is really on the three services now to support it fully and to make it succeed in its formulation stage and bring in the jointness, the synergy, economize the effort and really achieve everything that is desired from this post well within the time frame specified. So it will take a lot of work and we should be ready to do it and do it well. Indian Air Force will fully support it and will help in all the efforts that are required to bring in the jointness at the levels that are required. There are issues with training, logistics, there are areas already identified. We have done a lot in the recent past and we need to do much more and that effort will continue.
The CDS will facilitate restructuring of military commands for optimal utilization of resources by bringing about synergy in operations. The tri-service agencies, organizations and commands relating to cyber and space have also been brought under the command of the CDS. Panchanan Mishra's report for Rajya Sabha TV.
And in a stern warning to Pakistan, new army chief General Manoj Mukund Narwane reiterated that India reserves the right to preemptively strike at the sources of terror, asserting that a new normal in the country's response mechanism to acts of cross-border terrorism has already been emphatically displayed. In an interview to news agency PTI soon after taking charge of the 1.3 million strong force, General Narwane also said that the army will enhance combat capabilities along the border with China so that it is fully prepared to deal with any security challenge.
हम जो भी थ्रेट्स है इसके ऊपर हमेशा हम गौर करते रहते हैं। ये एक कंटिन्यूअस प्रोसेस है जहाँ पर हम क्या भविष्य में चुनौतियाँ होने वाली हैं इसके ऊपर गौर करते हैं और उसके साथ कैसे निपटना है उसके लिए हमेशा हमारी प्लानिंग रहती है।
And talking about the situation in Kashmir, General Narwane said that it has improved significantly after the abrogation of Article 370. He said that the incidents of violence are coming down. The terrorist-initiated actions have come down. He said that although there is a lot of improvement, the problem still remains and the army will always be ready with whatever measures are required to deal with the challenges there.
थल सेना के जवान सरहद पर तैनात तैयार और चौकन्ना है 24/7/52। आने वाले समय भी भविष्य में भी हम आने वाले चुनौतियों का तैयारी करते रहेंगे। हमारी थल सेना युद्ध अनुभवी है।
And weather update now. Most parts of northern India got some respite from the severe biting cold conditions as the regions have witnessed a rise in day temperatures. The Met Department has forecast a cold day to severe cold day conditions in isolated pockets over Bihar and Jharkhand, and cold day conditions in many pockets over western Madhya Pradesh as well as some pockets over eastern Rajasthan. In the national capital, Delhiites also got some respite from the severe cold weather conditions for the second day today. The minimum temperature this morning was recorded at 5.8 degrees Celsius, while on Wednesday, the maximum temperature rose to above normal and it settled at 20.5 degrees Celsius, which was one notch above normal. The weatherman has predicted, however, light rains in the city. Meanwhile, Ludhiana topped the list of lowest minimum temperatures on Wednesday, where the night temperature fell to 0.3 degrees Celsius. The coldest places were also recorded in Karnal, Hisar, Narnaul, Rohtak and Ambala in Haryana. And minimum temperatures across the Kashmir Valley dropped again, with the Met Department predicting a spell of moderate to heavy snowfall in Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh from Wednesday onwards. Srinagar city recorded the low of minus 4.4 degrees Celsius on Tuesday night, which is down from minus 3.2 degrees Celsius in the previous night. Now our special segment on environment and climate change. The UK government has announced that a new satellite data centre will help analyse the impact of climate change on UK. Now, data from these satellites will help shape policies on reducing carbon emissions and contribute to reach net zero targets. It includes helping lower the risk of people being affected by flooding. Data from satellites on rising sea levels, greenhouse gases, shrinking glaciers and forests will help provide policymakers, government and the industry with the information needed to better their understanding about the impact of climate change and make future plans accordingly. This is a good news segment. Rajya Sabha TV has added another feather to its cap. In the year 2020, RSTV's YouTube channel has crossed 4 million subscribers mark. Now, 1 million people have subscribed our channel in less than 6 months. About 6,000 people join our YouTube channel daily. Moreover, RSTV's YouTube channel has nearly 1 million video views every day. In 2019 also, RSTV clocked nearly 400 million video views. And Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu has congratulated all the professionals for the feat. He tweeted, "Delighted to note that RSTV crossed 4 million mark on YouTube. From 4.5 lakh YouTube subscriber base in August 2017, RSTV increased its footprints by a remarkable 888% in the last 29 months. It speaks for the channel's fast-growing appeal as an informative and educative platform. It also indicates viewers' hunger for right content and somber presentation. I compliment all concerned for this achievement," he said. And the birth anniversary of the 10th Sikh Guru, Guru Gobind Singh, is being celebrated today. Born in 1666, Guru Gobind Singh is considered to be one of the most celebrated of all Sikh Gurus. And on the occasion of the 353rd birth anniversary of Guru Gobind Singh today, special prayers are being organized in Gurudwaras across the country today. And President, Vice President and Prime Minister have greeted their fellow countrymen on Guru Gobind Singh's birthday today. In a tweet, President Ramnath Kovind said, "Guru Gobind Singh devoted his life to serving the people and upholding the values of truth, justice and compassion. His life and teachings continue to inspire us." And Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu said that throughout his life, Guru Gobind Singh stood up against injustice. His teachings transcend time and will remain relevant for all times. The Vice President further said that may his teachings inspire us to be better human beings and guide the humanity to serve the needy, poor and the downtrodden. And Prime Minister Narendra Modi also greeted people on the occasion. In a Twitter message, the Prime Minister said, "We bow to the Venerable Guru Gobind Singh on his Prakash Parv." The Prime Minister also posted a video.
साथियों, आज गुरु गोविंद सिंह महाराज का प्रकाश पर्व देश मना रहा है। खालसा पंथ के सृजनहार, मानवता के पालनहार, भारतीय मूल्यों के लिए समर्पित गुरु गोविंद सिंह जी को मैं श्रद्धापूर्वक नमन करता हूँ। गुरु गोविंद सिंह जी के व्यक्तित्व में अनेक विधाओं का संगम था। वो गुरु तो थे ही, भक्त भी श्रेष्ठ थे। वो जितने अच्छे योद्धा थे, उतने ही बेहतरीन कवि और साहित्यकार भी थे। अन्याय के विरुद्ध उनका जितना कड़ा रुख था, उतना ही शांति के लिए भी आग्रह था। मानवता की रक्षा के लिए, राष्ट्र की रक्षा के लिए, धर्म की रक्षा के लिए उनके सर्वोच्च बलिदान से देश और दुनिया परिचित है। वीरता के साथ उनकी जो धीरता थी, धैर्य था, वो अद्भुत था। वे संघर्ष करते थे, लेकिन त्याग की पराकाष्ठा अभूतपूर्व थी। वे समाज में बुराइयों के खिलाफ लड़ते थे। ऊंच नीच का भाव, जातिवाद का जहर, उसके खिलाफ भी गुरु गोविंद सिंह जी ने संघर्ष किया। यही सारे मूल्य नए भारत के निर्माण के मूल में है। मुझे विश्वास है कि हम सभी गुरु जी के बताए मार्ग से नए भारत के अपने संकल्प को और मजबूत करेंगे।
And with that, we wrap up this edition of Breakfast News. Thanks for watching. Have a great day ahead.